Hey y'all, it's me, Alex, and I am in the world that I am calling Aldwyn. And I plan on building multiple kingdoms within this world, which will include villages, farms, forests, more and more and more. And I traveled to this location to start my first village, but I do need to find myself a safe place to sleep throughout this night before a few of these baddies come and get me. So let's watch my travel here. So as we come out and start off our first full day inside the village location, I guess we'll call it now because it is not a village yet, but our first full day in the village location. And we need to start sourcing out our wood, our tools, just all the resources we will need to first put down I guess our first cottage, the first building that will be in this village. And I guess it's time to go underground. So I have found where I want my mine to be. So I want it to be where it is not where I am planning village center to be, which is somewhere over here, I believe. It's where that lava little pool was when we came in that video in the beginning of this. And like this is kind of naturally in. So I think we can do something really cool and make it look like a built-in mine, some support beams and everything going throughout this and a cool mining building on the side above it or something like that. But what I have done is I went ahead and started digging down. I was going to do like 3 wide, but I was like, no, it's going to take up a little too much time. So I just did 2 down for now. And I went all the way down to about 16 so I can get some iron. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, that's a good level for some iron. So I'm going to go ahead and like build a little operations room. So what I'm going to do is like have some furnaces laid throughout, and also some chests also to help us store. I'm not going to do a bed or anything because, I mean, we're going to be placing torches down, so, and we're underground, so that's really not needed at all, and I do not want to be running down here every time I want to go take a little nappy poo when I'm up there because I'm trying to avoid some baddies coming at me. So let's see. I already have this out. Let's go ahead and we got so 1 here, so that makes 5, 6. Yeah, I like 6. Okay, we're gonna do that. Now let's add some chest and I ran out. So let's make those into chests. Let's plank these. And we got some more chests. There we go. That works. Place that down and place this down. So what we're going to do is go ahead and dig back. And what I'm going to do is also dig down 1 and we're going to place some torches. So I want to place torch there. And let's extend this room out. Look, I already got some iron. Look at that. And dig down one there. So then we're going to place torch, torch, and torch, torch, and furnaces going up. So I will think I'm going to change the walls back here to make them more aesthetic, I guess I could say, in the future. But as of now, we really do not have much resources, as in logs. And I did not want to do that. To kind of decorate down here just yet. Okay, and we need more for chests also. So I feel like we'll do that. And then since we come out this way, we'll build a little walk through, and this will, we can go 1, 2, let's start here. And hitting gravel, but what we'll do is we'll branch out on each side like this. We'll skip one and do it next and get us some iron up, which we already have here to start us off a little bit. And then once I say we can make like a few iron tools, we're gonna head back up and we're gonna start chopping some trees down, which I'm already gonna have to do just to make some iron tools. Well, that did not go well. Now I gotta run away, run away, run away. I should have located where I put the bed that I raided from the first village I spawned into. Oh my gosh. Well, at least now, when I die, I will respawn back there. But I did not want to die this early in the game. Oh. So I made it back to the mines without dying. Thank you, apples. So I did gather, I mean, it's not a lot. I got a little bit of wood, it looks like. Oh, look, some hid. It was hiding, but I got some there. And of course I got a little bit back in the chest from, I might have some more back in the chest. I don't remember if I emptied out or not. I definitely did not fill my inventory, that is. Let's see. I do need to now make... I have the iron back up there at the chest. Oh my gosh. Well, let me wait out this nighttime. Yes, let me wait out this nighttime, and then I'll go up, grab the iron that I, for some reason, left in the chest up there, make me some iron pickaxes, and do just a little bit more mining, and then let's build our cottage. Welcome to the copy of our other world. So I copied the world over and I went ahead and jumped in creative so we can kind of plan this out a little better. Wow, I did not clear out any trees, it seems like, just looking at this, because all of that is going to be needing to be cleared out eventually. So let's go over the plan. So my plan is from here to here, we will have like a covered medievally type bridge right here. And it will be the King's Road, we can call it. So the main road that goes pretty much to like the main villages all the way up to the capital and the castle. So, like, I would want it to naturally go up this ramp up and circle that way because over here is where I want the main capital and the castle. So, it would just like go up that natural way up and then come over this covered bridge and circle behind this little pond thing here. So, I want to take down this land a little bit too. Circle behind, and the road will round up and then go this way at a little bit of a slant, but not too much. But it will go like this way. And on both sides, like here, 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 and here, will be like the greens. So that will be like pretty much meeting area, the little festival, little celebrations, little get togethers, kids playing, bringing the sheep here just to graze, anything. That's what this area on here and here on the King's Road will be. And then out here will be some cottages. They'll, we'll just kind of place them out sporadically all throughout, like here. And the same we'll do over here and over here. Now we may do like right here, like right on the front parts where it's facing the greens, we may do like some stores or something like that, little mini factories like textiles, things like that. And then we'll probably do the same thing on this side and then cottages throughout the back, through the side roads, yada yada, just like that. I'm also thinking possibly doing like right here will be the Lord's house of this village, we can say, or this domain. So that would be here. I'm also thinking like we can fence this off, gate it off, whatever you want to say, and this will be sheep over here, and underneath we'll actually do like a sheep dye factory so we can get multiples of sheep wool colors so we can plan out future areas with that. And then over this way, the road will continue, but all this will be wheat farms. And that will be covered that. And then who knows where King's Road will fade off after that. If it will circle this way or who knows. But that is my plan for this village here, which I think I am going to call it Sweetberry Hollow or Berry Hollow, something like that. Whichever I will start saying and clicks in, that is what it will be, and will eventually put on a sign marking this area. So what I want to do now is kind of jump back into survival. Let's mark out this King's Road right here, and where will circle out this way, and let's also kind of plan out where one of the cottages will be, and let's go ahead and build it up. So I did not survive that night, but I did find the location of my bed where I wanted this through it, but little base was right here the whole time. And I could not find it. I was searching all through those mounds over there, and it was this small one right here the whole time, right next to our village center. But with that being said, I do have some granite that I did mine up. You creeper, you stay right over there. And what I want to do is just kind of mark out where this King's Road is going to go. And of course, we are going to be, let's see, maybe curve. I mean, we'll know the curve once we play with it, but like this will kind of just go right through here, and then it will go, we'll level this down, and it'll go right through there to our covered bridge. So that would be perfect there. Our level will be this, so I'm going to have to fill in some of this area too, and just kind of keep it low for this pond, and maybe even make it a little bit larger. I'm not sure just yet. Hi, babies. Y'all helped me through that night. I still did not make it, but thank y'all for trying. They may just become part of this village, or they may travel with me. I don't know. Once I get my gear, you know, I really will not need them as much, but I do love having a few little pets around here. So let's see. So this King's Road will just continue that way. There we go. And so it will go just further that way. And then what I want to kind of mark out is, let's do like some stores. Like, let's have green here. We can do like, I don't know, maybe something here in this area. Make this have its little space there. And then we can probably do one, let's say about right here, and just let it come back. And we'll circle it that way. And it'll just come up. And that will be it there. So what I'm thinking is we will have some type of, so the green will start here, but what we can do is actually have, this won't be the King's Road, but we're going to use the granite anyway, just for now. We'll have a road that circles back through here, then we'll have build here, and build here, and probably even have the road circled through this way. I'm not sure just yet, not sure yet. Let's see. What I do want to do is mark out a village house that will do about right here. There we go. We'll do that. Have it kind of small. Hit there. Okay, like that. And let's do like, we'll have a little, save these, we may need them in the future. Okay, perfect. And then we can just do one, I think like that. Will be nice. And it'll be a nice little small one right here, and it'll square off going there. And this will actually be our first little cottage we're gonna build. And I'm thinking like a little dock we could easily do that way as well, and a view of that nice covered bridge going here. So let me kind of get my build materials together that I want to do, because I think we got a pretty good start of our plan for this map of this village right here for Berry Hollow. I like how it's going so far. Let me get some build materials. I resourced a few materials, that being stone brick, cobblestone, which cobblestone I already had, just really had to get the other. But that being said, that is pretty much the palette I want to go with. I believe it could change to this cottage. So what I do want to do is just go ahead and take this up, because it may possibly be like a longer build than I actually marked out for this, which would not be an issue at all because we are pretty much going to base these buildings around this one here since it is the first one. So let's see, we'll just do like stone, stone, another one. Let's do a cobble, a stone, 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 stone. Let's do that. And then here, I didn't put it in my inventory, so let's go grab some. I went and chopped down some dark oak over, you can see a little bit right there, over that way. So let's go ahead and take that and plank it up and bring it over. So what I want to do with this is oak door, oak door. Maybe this. I might replace that for smooth stone, but let's just go with that for now. And then let's go 1, 2. 1, 1, and 2. Let's pretty much start with that. And let's just time lapse our last. I decided not to do another time lapse. I feel like we are doing so many on this one episode, so I just jumped to this clip here. So showing this is what I have so far, and I kind of like it. I am struggling figuring out exactly how strong of a gradient, like with the cobblestone mixed in, I want. Um, if I'm doing not enough from what I'm already placing, that's the only issue I'm having so far. But so what I'm gonna have is like here, let me place that there. Like the roof is gonna come out like this, and it's gonna steadily go up. I'm not able to place this, so I need to go ahead and take this out here and place, oh, and break that out and place up, over, up. I am not doing good right now. But pretty much that's what I'm doing is I'm going to be having a little slant out roof here, which it bumps back one. It's smaller than the main part of the house. This is more of like that addition later on in the cottage. Maybe this was like a kitchen area and it was outdoors, and we went ahead and closed it in and had windows going around for ventilation. Who knows what the story so far is going to be, but that's going to be shaped there. And then I'm going to bring this wall up just probably 1 or 2 more blocks higher than this slant roof, and then I'm going to work out a design of the roof itself there. So I'll come back and show where I am at that point in time. I am actually very happy with the shape of the roof that I pretty much did real quick for this. Now, there is one thing I would like to say, and that is I now realize this door is not centered. So I'm gonna have to like take this here in the window and kind of bump it over by one. And I may even add another window over here just to kind of help with it being symmetrical. But I was kind of wanting to see if we could fit a small tree or something here, or like um a shop, like a little flower shop or something, like stall right here. So that's the only reason I did not want to put a window here. But I guess we'll figure that out a little further down the road. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I think this is like a good tell of where I'm kind of going with this build. I am going to be dropping down some some more architectural ness, I guess you can say, underneath this roof right here to kind of just bring it more in together instead of it look like it's just floating like it is. But let me go ahead and finish the whole shell of this build so we can actually get on with surviving and having a little bit of shelter instead of being out here in the middle of everything and nowhere to hide. Because even I started taking down this hill over here just because I needed all this where we're on now to fill in. So you can now see, kind of see more of that shape. See right here of this, the King's Road, the main road through this town, where it loops and curves in and goes that way, and then this side road goes back here, back to this cottage. So it's kind of more coming together. Oh, I filled in here too. That's why this cobblestone's down low. But this is, I'm starting to get the feel of where I want to go with Berry Hollow, and I'm very happy of this first village and the first cottage of this village. I am just finishing up the, as I am calling, the shell of the build now, with just a few window panes. And I have a few windows downstairs, but we can get a quick view up here. It is just a shell. I have done nothing inside. So we have the second floor. Oh, y'all are seeing the inside before even the outside. Well, here's the inside of the first floor. And let's go get a view of the exterior. Now, I'm happy with this. I just wanted a nice little simple village house with early game materials. This is really not bad of a build. I am happy with it, and I think I can kind of stick with somewhat of this feel throughout the village as well. Being access to the dark wood over there, and early game we got some stone and all going for us as well. So let's go ahead and finish up adding in all of these window panes. Now I do want to add some chests and like a storage area in here. Um, these windows are not even. Okay, I did have to. Funny story. I had to change these. Uh, let's see. Oh, I'm just gonna keep it like that. I had to change the whole wall and bump it out by one because I did my math wrong when I was counting it out, and my roof, ended up lopsided. The front wall was shorter, the back wall was higher, like that type of lopsided with the roof. So I had to extend it out by one, and that was a fun time. I did that. Way to go. Wasting, wasting, wasting. Okay, let's see. Is we can do a little stack out of hay. There we go. Perfect. We can do that. That will add some little bit there. Knew I had something I could use these hay bales for early in here. So this will be like a little cellar spot. Eventually, once I get some more access to more materials, we'll add to this. And I built this terribly. Goodness. Let me work on that now. Let's fix that. Let's pop this away. And I actually want to take that away completely. And let's actually put this back. Boom, boom. And fold in. And let's just leave this open like that. Sell, walk out. Love it. That would work. Alright, let's jump back in. And let's think about... I don't know why I flipped those around, shelving. But let's go plop, 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 plop. It will be a tight fit, but do I want to do that? Let's see, let's figure something else out. I'll do there, there, and there. We block off that back alley. We can do... Let's do this. Place, place. And then we'll put one there and one there. Like we had in the beginning. And just bounce it up by 3. So this is just going to be like a small, just a small little storage area. Since we are very early game, we do not have access to a lot. Let's go ahead and make another crafting table, and let's just plop it over there in the corner, and let's make some chests. Perfect, and let's make a few more, and I think perfect. I like that. So we'll do that, and then on top we'll add some. We will go ahead up here and we'll put some slabs just to make it more shelf-like, like it's realistic. Alright, and actually I think this is what's going to start us off for our journey in Aldwyn of this world and this future kingdom, which we do not have a name for yet, but we do have a name of Berry Hollow for this village. So this was the start of our journey in this world, in the village of Berry Hollow. And we have our very first village house, our cottage, that will help us survive our first days of building out this village and living out this world. And as always, stay crafty, y'all.